Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the Scania 143 restoration project. It's been a while since we updated this. There hasn't been a lot going on with this vehicle lately. Very busy period for me and Glenn with our other businesses, so we're just about getting back onto this now. We're having a few hours on it today and hopefully we should get quite a bit of stuff done. So I've just literally finished building up this door, the window, motor and everything that we've been waiting on has now arrived. I've now got all that back in, so that is now working. I just need to clean the glass up. Last episode you'll see we got all the top lockers in. Just to give you a quick recap, majority of the dashboard is now in. It's a bit of a mess in here at the moment because there's all sorts of stuff going on. We've got all the rear panelling in, we've got the speaker board in, side cards, and we're just about to start making a new frame for our bed to sit on so that the bed sits pretty much flush with this centre console, just to make it look a little bit better. We've got our inner and outer door seals on as well. They fit really nice. So hopefully on this episode I'm going to be getting the new mirrors installed, which I have just had delivered. The old mirror arms was absolutely knackered. It was all seized up and rusty as hell, so we're just going to put some new riv nuts in the bases here where there's a couple missing so that they can fix those mirrors on. Hopefully going to be securing our sun visor and get those brackets on the ends done as well. I think Glenn's going to be running some new wiring looms from the cab into the side locker to get that done, and then hopefully we can start to get our seats in and drop the bed in, and then we can start to concentrate on getting this front bumper welded up and then start getting that back on the truck. So we're going to crack on guys, let's see where this episode takes us. we have Glenn over here trying to get all the steel shot out of his wasted front bumper. All this nasty stuff here. Just about touched the bottom. We've got a long way to go. All the way down there. We're about 365 days in so far. What you known about it is the bottom of this bumper fell out on the motorway. You was the car travelling behind you. All sorts of stuff in there. Nastiness. The plan for this is I'm going to be emptying this bumper out, getting all the scrap shot out of there, and then we're going to be once this is repaired, we've got quite a bit of welding and fabrication work to do on this. It's all rotten there. There's a few bits that we need to chop out and replace, and then once this is all repaired and solid, then we're going to be getting this filled with concrete rather than all this nasty shot stuff what's in it that just rots the bumper out. So should last a little bit longer and it should do the job, should be heavy enough. so a bit of work done there. We've got the mirrors on. They went on pretty well. So we had to replace these because the old ones was absolutely knackered. We did have to put some riv nuts in those mirrors to get them to fix on, because some of the bolts, some of the threads in the old bolts was stripped. So we put new riv nuts in there, got those fixed on, nice and sturdy. I do actually have the original mirror backs for them, which we're thinking of painting white and putting back on. Although I'm not entirely sure on that yet, so drop us some comments, let us know what you think on that. Should we leave the mirrors black as they are, or should we put the covers on and paint the mirror covers white? We've got the Scania badge on there, that's fixed on nice and solid now, painted in the same silver as the wheels and the steps and the handles on the locker bodies as well. Managed to get the door handles primed, or prepped, primed and painted. Those are now on and work as well. I've cleared some of the stuff out from inside the cab. This all wants cleaning now. It's obviously full of dust and stuff from getting in and out of the cab. And then the next thing we need to do in here is build this frame for the bed. We didn't get time to do that on this episode, unfortunately, but that should come on the next episode. We can get that bed in, and then we can drop our seats in, which are there covered up at the moment, and get all this interior finally buttoned up, because we've currently got all the dash panels in here which are not fixed in yet. These are still loose, these are just placed in for now, just so we know where they are. We've got them in the correct order, but they do look very good indeed. There is still some plugs and stuff that we need to put in these, and there's a couple of bulbs that we need to change as well. But this interior is tying in really, really nicely now. Sorry it's a bit dark, guys. The torch has run out of battery. Just jump back out of this cab. We've got the door cards on. This door card does need to come back off, because I only realised as I was fitting this door card there's actually a bracket missing what holds the door card on, and then the handle actually fixes onto that, the grab handle. This bracket's there, that bracket isn't. I've just put a bolt in this for now just to stop this door card from falling off. But again, I think that looks fantastic. I'll take you around and have a look at the other side. Same again round here. I've got the handle on the door, I've got the mirrors on, and then again a nice lovely retrimmed embroidered door card. Again, how good is that going to look when it's all together? She's going to be mint. So we do have some door seals missing, which I've only just realised. I'll show you what I mean on this side. So you'll notice there that there is a trim that goes in around here. I do have the seal for that around this side. These rubbers here are actually missing for the other side. Now I can only assume that when we stripped this truck, those were knackered and we've thrown them in the bin. I can't remember, to be honest. I'll have to go back through the episodes and have a look at that. But the two that we do have actually fall short. This camera focus, sorry guys. They actually fall a little bit short there and a little bit short there. So I am actually going to order a full set of new rubbers for this, because that's going to annoy me. So it seems a shame to get this far into it and lose it at that point. You'll also notice there that the door glasses fell out. So we did get the window built up, but unfortunately, my mistake, I did forget to put the stopper in there. So I do need to take that door card back off, put that glass back in its runner, and then fit the stopper. I do have some brackets, what I'm going to be using for these, or some spacers for the end of that sun visor. I'll just show you those now. So these are the spacers, what we're going to be using, and they will fit up inside the sun visor to space it out against the cab, roof of the cab. So these will actually go behind there to stop this from rattling around. And obviously if we tighten that up, it's going to throw the shape of this completely out. So we're going to be putting these little spacer blocks in either side, get that fastened on, and then we need to fit our bracket for the forward facing mirror, which goes across there as well. So I'll just take you over to the bumper, what Glenn's been on with. So we are trying to empty this bumper of all its contents, which is all that garbage. So these are what these bumpers was filled with back in the day, was lead shot and steel shot. I think what's happened here is over time some of the material has been lost out of the inside of this bumper. So to weigh it back down, someone's just gone ahead and filled it with as much junk and garbage as they could get their hands on. So we're not going to be leaving this in there. Glenn is starting to break this up with a chisel, because all this sort of stuff, it's been in here for that long, it's rusted together, and it's actually quite solid. So Glenn's been using the air chisel to break this up, and then just sucking it out with the hoover is going to take quite some time. I think what we're going to end up doing is taking this back outside, turning it on its side, and then sort of hitting it with the hammer to loosen this stuff up and get it out. Now, there is a hole here, as I've said earlier, so I'm going to have to cut a large chunk out the bottom of this anyway. So whilst I've done that, it'll make it easier to get this material out. So I'm going to cut this big piece out of here, empty all the contents of this bumper through that hole that we're going to make, and then I can fabricate a new piece to go underneath here, because this is completely rotten. We have our bracket here for the bumper as well. We're going to be putting this in the shot blasting cabinet, giving that a good shot blast, get it all cleaned up. We're going to assess some of these welds that don't look the best. Obviously this is going to be carrying a lot of weight, so we need to make sure this is safe and sound. As you can see there, some of these welds have broken, and then somebody's just gone ahead and welded it from the opposite side. So we're going to be grinding these out and making this nice and solid. And then there's pieces like this that have never been welded, so we'll be grinding some of this back and then just putting more weld in here just to make it nice and solid and as safe as possible. So there is still loads and loads of stuff that needs doing on this, guys. It is slow progress at this point. We are very busy running our companies at the moment. This is our peak season now for the industry we are in. We call it silly season. So our time is limited at the moment, but we are doing what we can. We are hoping to get a bit of time on this between Christmas and New Year as well, while everything's shut down. So hopefully we can make some good progress there in the holiday season and get a lot of the work on this done. Some of that work being, obviously all this wiring needs connecting up, flyer needs wiring, hopefully start to get some of this checker plating and the checker plate all the way down this back end. I did get all the rubber seals in these lockers, if you remember, on one of the previous episodes. So I'm going to be continuing that on the other side, because I've not done that yet, around the driver's side. We have just had word that the body mounts for here, if you remember, this is on temporary mounts at the moment. The permanent mounts, the proper mounts, are coming from Boniface to go in here. Once them are on, we can then get our wheel arch in there, which is, so this is our wheel arch. We have already cut this out to suit our body mount. So once that body mount comes, we can slide this in, drill some holes, get some spacer blocks and fasten this in. And then we do have some new mud flaps to go on there as well. The old ones are a little bit shabby, so we're going to be putting some new mud flaps on those wheel arches. So it doesn't seem like an awful lot of progress on this episode, guys, but it is all progress. She is looking very, very nice indeed. This is going to be an absolute awesome truck when it's finished. Hopefully, early in the new year, this will be done and dusted. I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. I'm going to put the wiper arms in the shot blaster just before I shoot, get them cleaned off, ready for the next episode. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this build. Drop us some comments, let us know what you think. Smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll see you all on the next video.